Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes, and it is, thankfully, a lovely Friday morning. We do like Fridays. Fridays are the best days, even when, like me, you're retired. My wife still works, so we come out and then she comes home and Fridays. It makes her happy, and that makes me happy. Anyway, if you're the sort of person who likes to get up in the morning and have a cup of coffee, I'm more a tea man myself, can't stand coffee to be honest, but it doesn't matter, tea or coffee. Any hot drink, doesn't matter. You get up in the morning, you have your hot drink. Please enjoy it at home because you won't want to buy one when you're out. Because Gillian Martin, who is one of those faceless non-entity SNP ministers, the minister in charge of coffee, apparently, because she's going to be bringing in a surcharge, what they're calling a Latte Levy. If ever you are out and about and you go into Starbucks, Costa, McDonald's, anywhere, and you have a cup of tea, coffee, hot chocolate, whatever your particular hot drink is, your hot drink of choice, whatever the cost is, it's now 25 pence more expensive because you've got to pay a 25 pence surcharge for a disposable cup. Even if that cup is a fully recyclable cup, you have to pay now, or it's coming anyway, a 25 pence per drink surcharge. Now, how many people will just think, you know what, I'm not going to be bothered. But, it's an extra percentage on top, right? It's a lot. It adds up. But where does that 25 pence go? It's not actually a tax, right? It's like the plastic bag cost. The supermarkets are obliged to charge you that money, 30p I think it is now, for a plastic bag. But that isn't a levy that goes to the government. That's just pure profit for the supermarkets. They love it. And of course, Costa and whatever, and Starbucks, they'll love it because that 25p is just pure 25p added to your bill. So what are you actually getting? Okay, you're getting a cup of coffee that's costing 25 pence more. So you're 25 pence out of pocket. McDonald's or Starbucks or one of these multi-million pound, billion pound corporations is getting very slightly richer. And they're all American based. And so that profit goes back to America. It's not useful here. It's not as though it's going to be taxed here because they don't really pay tax here. They send it all back to America. The government doesn't get anything for it. And the same cup that would have been thrown away in a bin or cast or whatever, it's still exactly the same is going to happen. So what you're doing, what this brilliant genius idea that she is doing, is she's saying, hey, we want to make you poorer and American billion pound companies slightly richer. And that's all it's for. It's not achieving anything. There is no point to it. It is one of those empty, virtue signalling pieces of shit legislation, probably a hangover from the days of the Greens. But Gillian Martin doesn't have any new ideas of her own. So she's grabbed this stupid green idea and running with it because otherwise she's got nothing to do. She's sitting in the office all day looking around going, I wish I had an idea. I wish I had a clue what I was doing. I wish there was something I could do that would make a difference. Only she hasn't. She's like them all, witless. So she's grabbed one of Jeffrey's sort of bad ideas and running with that and saying, oh, there's an idea, isn't it? And what do we do? What does this do? Does it stop people buying coffee? Well, it might. It might do. But people generally are still going to buy the coffee. They're going to pay 25p more and then they're just handing it over to an American billion pound company. What a brilliant genius idea. And yes, I know Costa is actually owned by Whitbread. But Whitbread is also part owned by Pizza Hut, which is an American company. So some will stay here, some will go to America. But the rest of them are all American, aren't they? So all this money's flying off to America. Lovely. Lovely. And it's achieving nothing. It's mental. But this latte levy, it can only really come from someone who hasn't drunk enough coffee. Their brain is still asleep. They woke up in the morning and went, oh, I can have a coffee and wake up, or I could live in my little delusional state and come up with some really mad ideas. It's a joke. Now, all the retailers are saying, this could impact sales, but it won't really. I don't think it will. The only other thing is you just bring one of your own mugs. But who wants to walk around with a mug all day? Just give us a coffee, drink it, throw it away. That's it. Now, if you truly wanted to do something, I would suggest that point of sale tax for these mugs. So where they're made, if they're made in this country, or where they're imported, if they're imported into this country, you impose 20%, a 20 pence levy per cup. And that goes to the government. And then all the way down the line, they pay, you pay it back or whatever. Boom, boom, boom. Back it goes. So they get the repayment money, but it's the importer that pays that 20 pence levy. In case you're wondering, I'll just show you that blood test. First thing this morning, dead early, up the hospital. Marvellous. I was up there, 5 a.m. That's when they open. It's the only way to go, isn't it? 5 o'clock in the morning, getting a blood test. Anyway, so there we go. So that's it. So they've got this genius idea that's making no money for the country, that's doing no good for the consumer, just makes an American corporation richer and won't change anything for the environment. This has got Lorna Slater all over it, isn't it? Lorna Slater left, right and centre. Because who else would come up with such a bad idea? Now, they're talking, what's the word? The retailers have said, when questioned, we'll put this money to good use. We'll use it for local charities. If you believe that, I've got a camper van to sell you. Yeah, my arse. It's every cup. Every cup is just going to go profit. They ain't going to give that to charity, are they? Or they'll give some tiny thing to charity so they can say they have. But most of it's just going to go back in, especially the likes of McDonald's that are massively struggling at the moment because of the cost of stuff. They will cream this up. They will, this is a great idea. Let's make it worldwide because it helps them with their profits. It's a joke. And why would you come up with it? This must have been somebody must have pointed out how useless this is, and they're still going away with it. And if nobody's pointed out how useless it is, then they don't have the right people working with them. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. It's the first one of the day. It's a long one. I didn't mean it to go on this long, but there we go. Have a nice day. Speak soon. Keep an eye out. There's going to be loads today. I picked a load last evening, and I'm just going to have to crash through them. So there's going to be tons of videos today. So bear with me. Thanks a lot. Bye.